Okay, this is a really quick lesson video on how to search and research online. So let's start with the word research itself. Research, means doing something again, and search means to look for. So if you put it together, research means looking for something again and again. You are not going to find the perfect source. You're not going to find the best sources to use by just searching once or twice. One of the things students always come to me and say is, "Oh, I can't find any sources." That's because you're not researching. Research takes time, and you have to look and think and try different words and phrases. What will happen is, as you do your research, you'll end up coming across and finding the magic words that the academic community uses to talk about your subject in particular. You can talk to other classmates or other people who are researching the same topic and find out what phrases or words that they've searched with that they've found success. But don't give up. Keep searching and researching. Brainstorm different phrases. Don't let yourself get stuck and quit. There's a reason research is called research, and it's because it means searching and searching again. During this project, I will not accept you saying simply, "I can't find anything." So, the next thing we need to worry about are unreliable sources. So maybe the next thing you're thinking is, well, if I can't find anything on these databases, I just need to go search Google because Google has everything. And let me make this clear. The rule for my class is you do not search with Google or even Google Scholar to find sources for a research paper. Do not quote from Wikipedia or use it as a source. Do not use random websites that you Googled and found. Anyone can post anything online. Even legitimate universities have people within those universities that say whatever they want that hasn't been double checked by other people in the field. The bottom line is you cannot trust it unless you're 100% sure of where the source is from. That's why academic journals exist. That's why these databases dedicated to these topics exist, because they are trusted. People have done their background research. They've looked and seen these sources submitted and double and triple checked them. Simply put, even if you use a source you found on Google or Google Scholar, what it means is I could look at that, and if something was unreliable in it or not accurate, I could simply say that you were being deceitful, inaccurate, and just straight up lazy. At the end of the day, you're trying to get your audience to trust you about this idea you're persuading them of. I'm not going to trust you if I don't trust the sources you're giving me. That's why it's important to do these things the right way. So instead, you want to use reliable sources. So for our class and for just about every experience you have writing a paper in college, that means you want to use a legitimate source from an academic database, preferably that's been peer reviewed. The school or institution you're completing this research for will direct you to which databases you have access to. These universities, these school districts, they pay different database companies to collect these things and have access to their information. For this research project, let me be clear. There's only one place that I am allowing you to get sources from. Only one place. That is the ERIC database found in EBSCOhost. If you try to use a source from outside of that, it will not count as one of your three sources. I'm making that clear right now. If you believe that for some reason you have extenuating circumstances and you need to use a source from some other place during the first week of our research paper, if you will ask me about it and talk to me about it, I will see if there's an exception. I will tell you this, usually there's not an exception, but talk to me about it then. I will not accept any outside sources after that time. Which brings us to finally, how do you not plagiarize? It's very simple, guys. You must follow the guidelines for citing any specific words or ideas, that means paraphrasing too, that you use from other sources or other places. All of this stuff about MLA format and proper parenthetical citation and MLA works cited page has to do with you getting credit to where this information is coming from. If you're copying and pasting something from a source, it needs to be documented. It needs to be in your works cited where you got that from. If you get an idea from another place or another source, it needs to be documented. You need to give credit. Simply put, plagiarism happens when you refuse to give credit to the original source. When you try to take credit for something that you didn't think or say first. That is plagiarism. And let me just say as a warning, every year I have a student who doesn't do their work when they're supposed to and thinks they're going to be the one brilliant person to get away with getting a paper from somewhere else or from copying and pasting things from other websites. Let me just warn you, I have several pieces of technology that I use to look for plagiarism. If you plagiarize, you will be found out. It happens every year. The good news is, if you learn how to cite and give credit to sources properly, you can use all kinds of information from all kinds of sources if you do it the right way. So just make sure you do things the right way and you won't have a problem.